All right, Void, you're in the top 8 for Genesis, and you've been able to experience how certain matchups are now, with Ultimate being as new as it is, only been out for about a month and a half. So far, what can you calculate how the tournament's been? What kind of characters are you actually looking out for now that you have a lot more information to base it off of?
It seems like there's a lot of Olimars, there's a lot of Wolves, there's a lot of Foxes, there's a lot of Pichus, there's a lot of Peaches. So like those characters, whether you think they're good or not, there's a lot of them. So like in terms of Ultimate's meta right now, I wouldn't say they're like clearly the best characters, but they are some of the best characters in the current meta. So with me thinking like Pichu losing to Olimar, that sucks. Like I'm not looking forward to this. Like that's one of the reasons why like I also have a Wolf, but Wolf's also really popular. So people are gonna get better at fighting these characters, which means these characters either have to step up or just fall in the dust.
That actually goes to my next question. Do you have any particular idea of what character may be the best character in such a well-balanced game as Ultimate?
I don't really think so right now. It seems like a lot of characters that are like seen as really good kind of like have a matchup where it's like, oh, whoa, this character is not really, really good. Like, that's weird. So like a lot of the characters are like, yo, this character is amazing. But then they're like, huh, what about when they fight this character? That's also really, really good. So I don't have an idea of who's the best, but for me, like if I were to like give a rough estimate of like who I think are like clearly very strong, I would say like Peach, Pichu, Olimar, maybe Shulk, maybe Wolf.
Ooh, maybe Shulk. That's actually really interesting. And with the game being as new as it is, what mechanics do you think players are going to have to get the hang of over the other players in the bracket to kind of separate the top players to the mid-level players?
I think one of the most important things right now is getting out of shield. Like, I think a lot of players suck at getting out of shield right now because people are like, oh, let me just play like Smash 4. And it's like, no, like getting out of shield is not the same in this game, which leads to like a lot of players are trying to figure out how to get out of shield. So as a result of that, you have to be good at beating people who are good at getting out of shield. That's kind of where like I see the current meta being, which is like a lot of people are just jumping. People are very jump happy right now, and in my opinion, a lot of the players in the top 8 right now, they are well aware of that, and they'll either try to call it out or they're just like, let me not do that this one time. Like, let me be more creative. So I think players that are doing really well right now definitely are aware of like the benefits of shield, which they are, even though a lot of people are like shield sucks, and how to counter like the actual benefits of using shield.
So do you think there are any players right now on your radar that you're going to be peeping their streams, how they practice, and one of those players that you feel like are going to have to give you a little trouble in the future that you want to make sure you downpack that problem before it exceeds to be a bigger problem?
I mean, I already watch a lot of player streams, so like I wouldn't say anything player specific, but of course a lot of people know my scariest problem has been Olimar. So I was like, I need to find an answer for this, just in case I fight an Olimar and the buzz is kind of clapping me. So so for me, my biggest problem in the game so far has been trying to fight Olimar. So I wouldn't say I have it on lock yet, just one set really isn't everything. So I'm just going to keep trying to get better at fighting Olimar.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Void. That's a lot of information going into top 8, and I wish you the best of luck.